Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we're going to do our bell work, which is page 331. We're going to do some of the problems that you did not do on page 331. Yesterday, you were to have done 17, 18, and 19. We'll do those three problems and then a couple others. Then we do have a quiz that we're going to take, and then we'll talk about word problems later on today. That is the plan. All right. So let's begin here with problem number 17. These were three problems you should have done. So let's make sure you show all of your work. What's the first thing we do when we have mixed numbers and we are going to divide? Yes. Well, what's the first thing you do when you have mixed numbers and we're going to divide them? Well, it's simplified. It's called change them to. Yes. Right. That's called an improper fraction. We have to change them to improper fractions. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So you're going to have 18 fifths divided by 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9 fifths. If you don't have this written down, please write it down right now. Now we do the keep the first fraction, change the sign, and take the reciprocal of 9 fifths, which is 5 ninths. Okay? I like to simplify before I multiply. I have a 5 as a denominator and as a numerator. Same numbers will turn into ones. Can I simplify between a 9 and an 18? What will it be? Right, 9 divides 9 once, and 9 divides 18 two times. And you end up with 2 over 1. Final answer, 2. Let's now look at problem number 18. In number 18, we're going to do the same thing. You have to change them to improper fractions. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 3 is 33 fifths. Divided by 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 11 fourths. Now we have to keep change flip. 33 times the reciprocal of 11 fourths, which is 4 elevenths. Oh, do you see a shortcut in this problem? Yeah. What is it?
3 times 11 equals 33.
The 11 and the 33. 11 divides 11 once, and 33 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. 5 times 1 is 5. That is called an improper fraction. It's not proper for the denominator to be bigger than the numerator to be bigger than the denominator. How many 5s live in a 12? 2. 5 times 2 is 10. How many's left over? 2 and 2 fifths. Any questions on that? Okay, let's go on to number 19. In number 19, we multiply, add, and put it on top. 12 plus 2 is 14 thirds divided by 20 ninths. Keep the first fraction, change, and we do the reciprocal, 9 twentieths. What's a shortcut that we have here? Alex, what's one shortcut that I have here? Yeah, yes.
3 times 9 equals 3.
Right, 3 divides 3 once, 3 divides 9 3 times. There's another one. Yes.
14 and 12.
Right. 2. 2 divides 14 and 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now 7 times 3 is 21. 1 times 10 is 10. Oh, an improper fraction. What will that equal as a mixed number? Sophia? 2 and 1/10. Any questions on that? Okay, let's do problem number 12. In number 12, what do I do to the 3 to make it a fraction? In problem number 12, what will I do to the 3? Quinn? Right, we gently pick it up and put a 1 under it. And you multiply, add, and stick it on top. Alex, what will my improper fraction for 4.5 be? Alex, what's 2 times 4 plus 1? So write that down. 9/2. If you don't try, you won't know. You have to write this down, Alex. Your job is to come in here and make the right choice. You're to be doing math. So now we have 3/1 times the reciprocal of 9/2, and we know, class, that is 2/9. Okay, what is my shortcut here? Quinn? The 3 and the 9. 3 divides 3 one time. 3 divides 9 3 times. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 2/3. Will it reach there to your desk? I think so. You can plug it in there. If not, you can go over there. All right, any questions on that? Okay, now let's go to page 330. You had to do question 7. Let's go over the answers to what you should have written down on this problem. Okay? Let me make it just a little bigger on the screen. So, what did you have for the first one? Write the whole number as a, yes, fraction. We are now on page 330. Write the mixed number as a what type of a fraction? Yes. Improper. If you don't have this, please write it down. Write the blank of the divisor. Now, the divisor is the second fraction. So if I had 2/3 divided by 4/5, this is the divisor. This is the dividend. The first one's the dividend. The second one is the divisor. So, write the what of the divisor? Yes. Reciprocal. Hey, on your test tomorrow, or Friday, you have a vocabulary section. So make sure you know all of these words. Multiply as with blank, and then simplify. Multiply. What do they want us to put there? What were some of the things you wrote down for that one, kids? Multiply as with normal, as with multiplication. Multiple as with fractions. That's sort of a weird thing to put, but the answer here is with fractions. I will say you need to know the word reciprocal is on your test. Improper fraction. The word fraction, the definition for fraction is comparing two different quantities. We'll review that, but those are some of the words. There are 6 words that are going to be on your test, and we'll go over the other words tomorrow. Any questions on this? Does everyone have that written down? Good. Now let's go to page 329 and finish grading our homework. In number 1, your answer is 5/12. In number 2, it's 8 2/3. Number 3 is 2/3. Number 4, how many strips of border are needed? So you're going to have 24 2/3 divided by 1 3/4. 24 2/3 divided by 1 3/4. Change them to improper fractions. 3 times 24 is 72, plus 2 is 74 over 3. Divided by 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7/4. Now, we keep change flip, so you'll have 74 over 3. I'm checking to see if I multiplied correctly. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry a 1. 6. Yeah, that is right. Times 4 over 7. There is no shortcut on this, so you end up, this is not a very friendly problem. 3 times 7 is 21. And 4 times 74 is 296 over 21. And it, let's see, it goes into it one time. 14 and a remainder. Is there one left over? 21. Subtract. You get an 86. 4. And there's one left. 2 left. 2 over 21. So you need 15 strips. Because it's more than 14, you'll need 15 strips. You have to purchase 15 strips for that one. Number 5. Jay is cutting a roll of biscuit dough into slices that are 3/8 of an inch thick. Kids, when you see the word cutting, it usually means you're going to divide or subtract. And since we're dividing on this page, you will divide. If the roll is 10.5 inches long, how many slices can he cut? Well, you're going to have 10 1/2 divided by 3/8. So that'll be 21 over 2 divided by 3/8. So we keep 21 over 2 times 8/3. Well, now we can simplify before we multiply. 2 divides 2 once. 2 divides 8 4 times. 3 divides 3 once. 3 divides 21 7 times. And the answer is 28 over 1, or he can cut 28 slices. Okay? Now, let's look at letter number 6, A, B, and C. Here we are referring to the graphic novel. It says we bought 5 3 3/4 pounds bags of birdseed. What is the total weight of the birdseed they bought? 5 times 3 3/4. That'll be 5 over 1 times 15 over 4. Okay, 5 times 15. We bought 5, 3 and 3. Yep, so 5, carry 2, 75 over 4. And that will give you the answer 18 3/4. Okay. Now, if each smaller bag contains 1.5 pounds, so these are the small bags, how many bags can they make? So now you're going to have 18 3/4 divided by 1 1/2. Well, I know 18 3/4 equals 75/4 when you multiply, add, and put it on top. So 75/4 divided by 3/2. Now you keep, change, and flip. And the 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice, 3 will go into 3 once, 3 will go into 75 25 times. 3/4 is 75 cents. That gives you 25 over 2, which equals 12.5 bags. So how many? He could do 12 full bags. And he has a half left over. Will there be any birdseed left over? Well, yes. Because he has 12 bags. And then a half a bag left over. Okay, any questions on that? All right, so now we're going to go to Edulastic, and you're going to do the dividing quiz questions on Edulastic. Okay, I'm going to put it up. And